Hey, what's going on everybody? The Flips are here. Welcome back to the channel where you can always find me at garage sales, thrift stores, and flea markets looking for stuff to buy that I can resell back on eBay for a profit. So bright and early, I'm here at my favorite, one of my favorite vendors at the flea market. I did find this Spider Mallet 72 golf putter. I was able to find this tailor-made R11S. I guess this is more of a driver. I looked at the other clubs. I wasn't able to identify any other ones that were worthwhile, worth shipping and whatnot. So really it was just that tailor-made driver that I was interested in.
30 pesos y 30 pesos, todo. 30 y 30.
So I'm asking him here if he's interested in selling it individually or only by the set. And he says only by the set, $30 for one set, $30 for the other set. So now I'm considering it, but really I only want those two, so I'm pulling those out.
Te doy 20 por estos dos. Y todavía puedes vender los otros.
Sí, habrá que no.
So I told him I'd give him 20 for both of them, so basically $10 a piece. And I told him you'd still have all the other ones to sell. And he said, all right, take it. So one of the butters went ahead and sold it for $60. The other one is listed for $70. At the next booth, I spotted these boots. I always like to look at boots, no matter what, always check them out. Flip them over, look at the bottoms, just like what I'm doing right here, and try and see if you could see any kind of brand. This one did have All Saints, Spido Fields, slot number, whatever. I try to look them up, All Saints boots. I did see a few comps that were interesting, so I went ahead and asked them.
¿En cuánto están los zapatos?
¿Esto?
Sí.
Ok, ahorita le digo.
They were in rough shape. They were not in great condition, but he was asking $10.
Gracias. ¿Me puedes dejar en 8? Sí, sí. Vamos a ver.
I asked him, let's see if we'll take 8. Because I know this guy and he always is down to negotiate, and I buy a lot of stuff from him. So at the time I had no clue that these were going to be worth that much. Otherwise I would have just given him the 10. He said he was cool with $8, take him. I said, all right, we put him in the bag. One thing, if you're at the flea market and you're negotiating, make sure you have good change. I gave him the $8, and these are currently listed for $230. In this same vendor, I went in and I found a couple of Wii U controllers laying around. He was letting things go for relatively cheap. I was gonna go ahead and pick those up and try and bundle it all together and see what else I can find. I was checking out this camera lens. I tried to look it up. It wasn't really worthwhile. So I went ahead and passed on that one. This is one of those weight loss controllers. These are definitely worth it if you can find them. They go for between $40 and $50 in good pre-owned condition, like in working order. So I added that to the pile of the things I was gonna pick up. I found another Wii U controller. There was a few Xbox controllers, but those don't normally sell for more than like $15, so I left those. But I did find this limited edition kind of gold Xbox controller, which I did end up picking up. Because the limited edition ones, you can get $25 to $30 for those in good pre-owned condition. So I picked those up. Again, the regular Xbox ones for me aren't worth it. Maybe I could have picked up some of them and bundled them together, but I'm moving fast on these days, you know? And I'm always trying to get the best bang for the buck. I'm seeing what else I can find, and quickly I do spot a 3DS. In working order, these can be worth like $100, $70 to $100 I would say, but This one is in rough shape. It could I'll be selling it as for parts, and those can normally go for probably $30 to $40. So that was a decent pickup as well. I added that to the pile. I'm looking through all these Apple cables and I noticed this kind of like adapter type thing. The model number is A1098. So if you look up Apple A1098, you'll be able to find this exact kind of adapter. And it ended up being worth it. So I got the cable, I got everything that I needed, and I added it to the pile. Same vendor. I'm looking through this all the way in the back. He's got a couple buckets with 2 iPads that are like broken. Even though sometimes iPads are broken and you're like, oh, there's no value here, you might think. Always flip them over and kind of look at the model number. They'll have the same type of model number as what I just showed, kind of like an A and then 4 numbers. You look up that number and sometimes they'll be worth it even in parts condition. So that's what I did right here. I looked both of those up and one of them did end up being worthwhile. So I grabbed my whole pile of stuff and I went on back to that, that pile, or back to that iPad, and I picked it up. Somehow managed to get all this stuff in a pile, and I went all the way front to try and get a total for all the stuff that I'm picking up.
$6 for time.
Oh my God, I don't have that much money.
What do you mean? You come to the flea market with $5?
Yeah.
I got all this stuff here.
Don't put it on top of the bike.
Can I put it on the chair? On the chair right there? I think I must snag one more phone that was over here. But if you could total me up.
You got like 45 over.
45?
Yeah, 45. We're tying up at the end of the dock at the end of the day.
I told him it was perfectly fine. Let's do it just like that. Let's take it for $45 and check out some of these comps for what this stuff sold for. Great stop at the flea market today. I'm very happy that I did wake up on this Sunday morning. Most people are sleeping, most people do not want to wake up on a Sunday morning, but it's worth it. It's only about an hour or two and you make several $100s worth of profit and you spend very little money. So I encourage you all, wake up on a Sunday morning, go check out some flea markets and make some money.